Good morning, Colts. My name is Mackenzie.
And I'm Philip. Welcome back to the Northside News.
Today is Wednesday, April 3rd.
All National Honor Society applications are due today at Ms. Brogan's room.
You may have heard about the parking situations and stipulations for students and what they might mean for you.
That's right, Mackenzie. Here's Tyson with more.
Students, if you drive a vehicle to school, please remember that you must have a 2023 to 24 North Marion High School parking decal. Parking permits are available in student discipline for $25, and the decal must be displayed on your review mirror. The student parking lot is located at the north end of campus behind buildings 8 and 18. The front lot is for faculty and visitor parking only, and is off limits to students. Effective immediately, if students park in the faculty parking lot at the front of the school, you will receive a $20 parking fine that will be attached to your student debt account in Skyward. Unregistered vehicles are subject to the vehicle being towed at the owner's expense. Students are not to be in the student parking lot during the school day unless you have permission from student discipline. Students found in the parking lot without a pass will face consequences. Students are not permitted to leave campus during the school day unless properly checked out through attendance. A minimum 3 days suspension will be imposed and a loss of parking privileges may result. All tickets and/or violations will be placed on the driver's side windshield. See the student discipline office immediately upon receipt of the ticket. Thank you for your cooperation in doing what's right. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thanks, Tyson. The end of this year is coming up quickly. Bradley, what's the weather looking like for the rest of this week?
Thanks, Mackenzie. Today is pretty wet today, and it's pretty windy. Throughout the whole week, there will be a lot of rainstorms, too. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Bradley.
The cheer team is looking for you. Are you energetic and looking for more information on how to become a member of the sideline cheer team next year?
I'm interested. How can I find out more?
You can watch this advertisement.
Tryouts for the 24-25 sideline cheerleading team will be held April 16th through the 18th. You must be present all 3 days of tryouts and have an up-to-date physical on the first day of tryouts. All NFHS courses will need to be completed prior to tryouts, and you must either have the physical copies of your certificates or be able to email them to Coach Monica or Coach Curd by April 16th. The QR code for the courses are on the flyers around campus. If you have any questions at all, please stop by and see Coach Monica in the front office. These tryouts are for current North Marion High School students only. This is your one and only chance to try out for next year's sideline team. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Well, that's a nice advertisement. Gerald, what's going on with sports?
Well, Philip, the softball team took a devastating loss on their senior night against Dunlin at 5-7. They have a chance to redeem themselves on Thursday against Bellevue. On a better note, the varsity baseball team took home a win against Bellevue last night to 6-5. Tonight we have beach volleyball against Donut and Redeemer at the Ocala Sports Complex at 5. Boys volleyball will also play tonight. We are at 6. The last half of this week include girls tennis, more baseball, and boys and girls tracks. Stefan's the coach of catch you flip side.
Thanks, Gerald.
Last Friday, there were some kids taking advantage of teachers with pie in the face. We had Haley on site to grab some video.
Do you feel it was personalized in any way?
Yeah, but in good fun.
I just want to say, Mrs. Kella, I love your outfit.
I really think this is the future of fashion.
I love it. I mean, I normally am not a vengeful person, but you gotta let it out sometimes, you know? All right.
Thank you, guys.
Are you gonna film?
Hopefully more people will join in next year because that looked like a lot of fun to me.
It sure did. I really want to see Miss Sales out there. All right, Haley, go ahead and tell us about clubs.
Thank you, Mackenzie. The National Honor Society applications are due to Miss Brogan's room in Building 24, Room 108 by today. There's officially 2 weeks left until progress report, so keep your grades up. Back to you in the studio.
You may have noticed that many websites are blocked on the school computers.
We sent out Courtney to dig a little deeper into the matter.
Good morning, Colts. I'm Courtney from Northside News, but I'm also a student here in the Marion County School District. Increasingly, since the beginning of the year, many students and teachers have been subject to one common issue with a seemingly obvious solution. As a student, it's not uncommon for projects and research assignments to pop up. However, it is becoming uncommon for these projects to be completed, as the lack of source material makes itself redundantly prominent. Many websites and videos are blocked for students, which leaves students struggling to complete assignments while in class, and by certain deadlines at that. However, students aren't the only ones affected by this issue. Teachers are scrambling to find sources and assignments, creating lesson plans for their students only to find out that the source that they've referenced has rendered part or most of their assignments impossible from the school computers. We interviewed teachers here at North Marion to ask about how the district's site blocking has affected their lessons and their students.
My name is Jamie Chikella. I am an English teacher here at North Marion High School, and I help with a myriad of other things. I understand blocking websites with intent, right? There are certain things we probably shouldn't be able to access. They do this in the workplace too. But the reality of the situation is right now the blocks are preventing students from being able to do their work. The biggest issue my kids are running into, they're currently doing a research paper, and they cannot access information to do research, to do this paper with fidelity in a true, because the point of their paper is to help them prep for college. And if they can't access information as baseline information like the History Channel, which for the most part is a reliable source, they can't do their work. And it extends beyond the classroom because we're a one-for-one school. Several of our kids have Chromebooks that they take home with them, and they can't access the information. It prevents them from being able to do their homework.
Here's what Esperance had to say about the matter.
I think the idea that the whole reason for this ban was to make sure that kids are on task. I don't think that this is really helping kids. You can't really force that upon the children. Like, they can just start doodling on their paper. I think the responsibility of making sure that everyone is on task is of that community itself, of that classroom, of that teacher, of just student behavior. So banning all of these websites that could be used for educational purposes is just not completing the mission of getting everyone to be on task at the same time.
Here's what Aiden had to say on the matter.
I think the blocking of websites has really affected me, and the fact that being in the digital video program, I can't look at images online to use for my videos. I can't find music. I can't find reference material. I can't really do anything other than the video I made in class. I can't add anything to it. There's no effect I can add to that's online. I can't even add an explosion to it like we used to. It just gets in the way. Eventually you try to find a way around it, or you do find a way around it, and then that works for a while, and then it gets blocked. And then after that you just have to find another way, and another way, and another way. But you're wasting time every single time you try to do that, instead of just using it originally how it was supposed to be.
While the entire point of blocking these websites is to prevent students from viewing inappropriate content or from getting off task, many of the websites that are blocked are genuinely beneficial to the education of these affected students. Here's what Miss Brogan had to say on the matter.
So I definitely think that the district blocking websites for students and kids, I understand to an extent while they're doing it. I have noticed it in lesson planning for my job where it's limited me a little bit. I teach United States history, and in that we have to cover some topics that the school deems inappropriate, like the Ku Klux Klan is one of our topics that we cover when we talk about the Civil War and Reconstruction, and I've had that blocked on my teacher computer, which means I'm not able to provide all of the accurate information from the time period that I need to for my kids. I also have to think about the assignments my kids are going to be able to do with the limited access they have. Now, I do think some things should be blocked. These are school computers, they should be used for school, but almost all images are blocked where kids can't do creative projects like PowerPoints and things like that because they have no access to images, and a lot of websites that have relevant historical information are also blocked. So I do feel like it has been a bit of a challenge for me and my students to navigate these newly restricted internet access world that we're in.
We've attempted to reach out to Ed Beers multiple times for more information on the matter, but we've been unsuccessful to this point. This is an ongoing issue that continues to evolve. We will continue to investigate new information pertaining to this report. Courtney Strickland for Northside News signing out. Back to you guys over in the studio.
Thanks, Courtney.
Today's quote of the day is, laziness really has people believing they have an unfair life. And with that, that's a wrap of the Northside News. But before we go, let's make sure we're abiding by our school slogan.
Please remember to always do what's right.
Do your best.
And treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Philip.
Have a great day and go Colts.